I found an easy, delicious, and budget-friendly dessert recipe, and I can't wait to share it with you. This instant pudding mix will leave your friends and family wanting more. The best part is, it has simple ingredients, it's easy to assemble, and it's almost totally customizable. In today's video, you will see a pistachio cake, which is just simply pistachio pudding mix and yellow cake mix put together, and I've topped it with a fancy homemade chocolate ganache. I know it's pretty fancy, but the good news is this can be as easy or as complicated as you'd like it to be. So let's say you prefer citrus. You could use a lemon cake mix, a lemon pudding mix, put them together and top it with a simple confectioner's sugar glaze, or with nothing at all. Eat it like a pound cake. The possibilities are truly endless. If you find a cake mix in the grocery store and you find a pudding mix in the grocery store, you can put them together for a simple and delicious combination. I hope you enjoy this recipe and make it at home for your friends and family. Enjoy!
All right, let's do this. I started by greasing a tube cake pan with a homemade pan release. This stuff is phenomenal, and it rivals even the most popular cooking sprays. There's only 3 ingredients, and it's so easy to make. If you want to know more, ask me in the comments. Then we get to work on our wet ingredients. We whip up 3 eggs and measure a half a cup of milk. Sorta. Kinda. Almost there. Yep. Whatever. That's good enough. We add 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil. Much easier than the milk. 1 cup of sour cream or Greek yogurt. And then in a separate bowl, put together our dry ingredients. 1 package of yellow cake mix and 1 package of pistachio pudding mix. Now remember, those 2 can be whichever mixes you'd like. Then we whip everything together with our hand mixer. Move around the pan in circles to be sure that you fully incorporate the mix and the wet ingredients. Now I wanted this cake to be a little bit more green, so I threw in just a couple drops of green food coloring and 1 drop of blue food coloring, because I wanted it to be that pistachio light green color. Mix that up to get the food coloring incorporated. And that's totally optional, by the way. If you don't want to add any food coloring, don't add it. All right, that looks good to me. We'll now transfer that into our tube pan. Now you'll notice as this goes into the pan that it's a pretty thick cake batter, but don't let that scare you. The thickness comes from the pudding mix. Try to make sure that you get the batter distributed as evenly as possible. We'll now turn the pan in order to smooth out the batter on the top and give it a little shimmy and hopefully take out any air bubbles that have started to form. Now into the oven it goes, preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While that's in the oven, we'll get going on our chocolate ganache. Now I've made a double boiler by putting a metal bowl on top of a pan of water. As the water comes up to a simmer, the steam heats the bowl heats the chocolate melts and combines with the cream. This is 1/2 cup of semisweet chocolate chips and 1/2 cup of cream. The most important part of this process is just to continually stir your chocolate. Now in the double boiler, the hot water inside the pan isn't actually touching the bowl, it's just the steam, so it's a nice gradual heating process. As you stir the chocolate, you'll see it starts to look a little bit more like a chocolate sauce as time goes by. It starts by looking a bit broken, and then like chocolate. Come with me. Oh my goodness, if that is not the most delectable looking chocolate sauce. I was so excited. Speaking of things to get excited about, my little Nickelodeon boy heart went crazy over the color of this cake. It came out exactly as I wanted it. I use my cake tester to poke a few holes in the cake to be sure that it comes out clean. Now, the cake will need to cool completely, so be sure that you allow time for it to rest, maybe about an hour or so. Look at that crispity, crunchity, brownie goodness on the outside of the cake. Flood that baby with your chocolate ganache, and boom shakalaka, it must be the shoes. All right, let's cut a piece of this cake so we can see the inside. A beautiful pistachio green cake topped with a chocolate ganache. As simple as 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video before you leave and subscribe to see more of my content. Ring the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos that I post. Be sure to follow me on your favorite social platform. I'm on almost all of them. See you real soon.
Crunch.